Hey everyone, this is Suresh from Mind is a Monkey coming at you guys with another episode of Let's Check Out Some Diecast. In today's video, we are going to be checking out this case, this assortment HRT81, which is the Hot Wheels Silver Series, and this particular mix is Mix G. So I got this by the case, and because I knew there was a possibility of scoring a chase, and it's a rare occurrence, but I actually ended up scoring the Porsche CHASE. So, which is pretty cool. So we will be checking out the other cars in this assortment, and we will also be opening up this Porsche CHASE. I guess, possibly starting from this particular mix, which is G, we can expect every mix to have a certain car that would have a chase version. Now let's take a look at the cars in this mix. Okay, so we have 5 cars in this mix, and I think I'm picking them up 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, okay, so this is 2, number 1, okay, and number 3. Okay, now let's take a look at the mix of the cars in this series. So we have 5 cars in this assortment. They are the Ford GT40, the Fiat 500D Modificado, and the 71 Nissan Skyline HT2000 GTR, which is actually popularly known as the Hako Skyline. And then we have the Jaguar Lightweight E-Type, and we have the 67 Porsche 911R, which happens to be like the chase candidate. So, if you get lucky, one of those cars could be the chase, right? But then with regards to the overall mix, you would assume that one of the Porsches could be a chase, but actually in this particular assortment, the second Jaguar got replaced with a chase. So I don't know if that's random or if that's, kind of like made by design. So either way, okay, let's dive right into checking out these cars. All right. So at number 1, we have the Ford GT40. Beautiful casting. I love the Ford GT40. I have always been a big fan of this casting. Now, especially after the Ford versus Ferrari movie, I kind of like completely fell in love with the Ford GT40, right? I just wanted to kind of like take a moment to kind of check out the card art, right? I think that's a map of the United States, right? In the background, and beautiful graphics. Okay, National Icons. So I guess that's the name of the series, National Icons. Okay. Let's open up the car. Definitely beautiful card art. Yeah, too bad. I've started opening up my collection, so, the card art's gotta go. So I will zoom the camera so that you can get in on these details. Number 12, blue and white, beautiful racing lines there. So always the Ford GT has such beautiful contours. I often used to say, beauty rhymes with Ford GT, right? So that's how much I have kind of like come to love this casting. I know, we've had even prettier executions in Auto World, and in Hot Wheels, the execution always seems to be the standard size, right? The Auto World is a little narrower and is a tad smaller than this one, right? Even though they say it's the same 1:64 scale. All right, there we have the Ford GT at number 1. At number 2, we have the Jaguar Lightweight E-Type. Now, and here, as most of you know, Jaguar is from the United Kingdom. So there in the background, in the card art, you actually see a map of the United Kingdom. All right. Okay, so that's nice. I guess that is going to be the recurrent theme with all of these other cars that we see here. All right. Okay, so we will get to each of them. Okay, so pretty dope design, I should say. So shout out to Julian Coils, J Coils on Instagram. He's the magician behind all these beautiful designs. So the Jaguar Lightweight E-Type. All right. Number 63. So I'm not sure. I ripped it too badly. I was just wondering if, 63 was the year or something like that. So Hot Wheels Okay, no Easter eggs on either of these pieces. But for that price point, these are the, again, the semi-premium price point, right? And this one is actually metal on metal. This Jaguar is actually metal on metal. So it's relatively heavier than the previous casting. We will see if that is a recurring pattern for the other cars. All right. So beautiful metal flake blue with those classic racing stripes definitely makes it a very nice collectible car, especially if you are a Jaguar fan. All right, let's set it there. At number 3, we have the 60s Fiat 500D Modificato, and this one is from Italy. All right, so there you have the Italian map on the card art. So let me set the camera back there. So you will all remember, that this debuted in car culture. It made its debut in car culture. I don't know. There's like so many families of car culture now. I think it was like air cooling or something like that. So that's when this made its first debut appearance, and then it came as a super like last year, I should say, 2024. I think it was the EK Super. Pretty cool car. And slowly, I think this casting is making its appearance in a lot of other lines. Definitely from that small, cute car perspective, it's definitely a winner. But with regards to this particular casting, it's got a pretty simple paint job, but a shiny one there. All right. So, and a beautiful Fiat grille and an exposed engine. All right. So there we have the Fiat 500D Modificato at number 3 in the series National Icons. Then at number 4, we have a very beautiful 1971 Nissan Skyline HT2000 GTR, popularly known as the Hako Skyline. Now, among the Skylines, this happens to be one of those Skylines that I like to collect. And I think I've got pretty much every release, every Hot Wheels release of this casting so far. And as you can see, it's got those Sakura cherry blossoms, and that's the map of Japan. All right. Now, I don't know if that's supposed to be, I think that's, it looks as much as a cloud as it looks like snow. That's what I came to say. So I was about to say, I don't know if that's like snow or clouds, but then, it is in the sky, but again, it's equally as good as snow, right? So beautiful card art there. All right, let me set the camera here and let's check out the car now. Nice. I'm pumped that I'm adding a Skyline to the collection. So let's check out the details. We have Skyline, and then nice details on the headlights and the taillights for that semi-premium price point. Nice wheels, nice choice of wheels. Overall, actually a very beautiful color, right? I think this is the first time the Skyline is actually making an appearance in this factory color, I guess. So beautiful chrome interior. Now that was something that I noticed on the Fiat too. This one's got chrome interior too. Let me try and get the light here so that you're able to get in on the detail. You see that chrome? Yeah. So it's more obvious because there's a slightly, a relatively bigger car compared to the Fiat. So a beautiful execution and definitely a must-have for any Skyline fan out there. All right, let me set it there. And at number 5, we have the stunning 67 Porsche 911R from the land of Germany. Okay, so it's more kind of like a sunset here, or a sunrise, we should say, compared to the other cards, because most of them are in the middle of the day, something like that. I'm not sure what the pattern is right there, but here we have the Porsche. I'm a sucker for Porsches. So beautiful execution and excellent choice of wheels, and the Porsche lettering there. And I think this is not chrome, more of a plastic interior. but definitely nice Porsche lettering on the back there. So I think of all the castings, the Jaguar is the only one that's metal on metal. All right, which is pretty cool. Now, drum rolls, please. The chase of this particular assortment. Let me pinch out the camera a little. The chase of this particular assortment. So I was, on the fence whether or not to open this. With regards to the card art, I think it's the same. There are like no differences with regards to the card art. So, but I mean, the chase is definitely like a Spectraflame paint job compared to the regular one. We will see them side by side in a minute. Oops, I did not realize that I toppled up that Porsche there. All right, there you have it. So as you can see, normal paint job, Spectraflame paint job, that deep Spectraflame red. All right, and keeping all the other details identical, like the wheels, the Porsche lettering, and lettering on the back and everything. So everything is same, but for that paint job. And it's pretty cool that I was able to score this chase. And I mean, the distribution of these assortments was not that great, where I live. So I ended up getting a case online, and I was pumped that I actually ended up scoring a chase. So there we have it, the 5 car assortment, National Icons HRT81 Hot Wheels Silver Series. What are your favorite castings in this mix? Mine would be the Porsche at number 1, the Skyline at number 2, and possibly the Ford GT, the Jaguar, and the Fiat would tie for number 3. So what are your favorites? Share your thoughts in the comments. Till I meet you guys next time, this is Suresh signing off. Rock on and stay awesome. Bye, everyone.